Purnamaste. Purnamaste. I give you my word. So tired. Energies are so high. That when energies are so high, I'm so high that I don't sleep. And I don't remember. I'm bliss and happiness. But I don't remember such physically rough month. Woohoo! We are in this shift together. Releasing the ego. Don't you send me healing, blessing, or anything. I am happy, like maybe you are not when you are sleeping. Well, I'm upgrading. I'm on another level. You'll have to get to know me again. You can feel this and hear this in the word that I am. You know what I want to tell you? I want to give you my word. How in this world your ego was created? It was created this life, in your childhood. Yeah? It's not something you're born with. You may ask how. Your ego is blaming you for who you are, for how you feel. You must be good, you must do right. You must do right like others. Like others tell you that is right. Your ego is afraid of you, of who you are. Afraid of how you feel, blaming you for how you feel. You have to be as others think that is right. Afraid of you, how you feel. How did this happen? Afraid of how you feel? Blaming you for how you feel, for who you are, afraid of who you are? Judging how you feel? Analyzing? And being controlled in the mind to go against how you feel in your ego, blaming you for who you are, afraid of you. So you do what your ego analyzing that is right and good, what others think that is right and good. And you suffer, blaming yourself for who you are, afraid of yourself for who you are, judging yourself, always analyzing how you feel yourself for who you are. I don't know, I'm just crazy, you know. Crazy. Crazy. Who created your ego? How? This matrix, this life. Your parents first, school, pastors, teachers, the system, the matrix, the parents. You know, start like this. When you're a child, you feel like playing, you feel like eating, you feel like playing, you feel what feels right. But they are always telling you, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. That is wrong. It's not, don't do that now. Later. What you feel, little child, you want to do, you want to be, it's wrong. Let me tell you, I know what is right for you. I know what is good for you. You have to. And from the childhood, you are trained. No, little boy, little girl. How you feel is not right now. No. You have to be and do as I say. Your parents tell you. And they project on you the ideas. You are to be a ballet dancer. You are to be a football player. Because the mother couldn't be ballet dancer. She couldn't dance ballet. She didn't do it herself, and now she has put the responsibility for her dreams that her daughter has to fulfill. And the father was dreaming because he was watching Bayern München and all the matches, and he never played football. He was playing that he was dreaming he want to play football, but he never played football, soccer. And now he is projecting his dream and making his child responsible to be a football player, to be a ballet dancer. You be as I tell you, you do as I tell you. And always against how you feel. You want to play a guitar. You want to be a poet, but you maybe have a strict father who say, "This is nonsense. You will not get any bread in this life out of this. You have to be a doctor. You have to be a manager. You go to manager school. You waste your time. He burns your notebook for poetry. He breaks your guitar and that kind of stuff. I go extreme like Zen masters go, but it happens. Blaming you for what your heart desires, what feels right now. You want to play guitar. You want to write poetry, as I am, giving you the word that I am. But I tell you, no, this is nonsense. You will be homeless, like an artist. Go in manager school, go be a doctor. She will have money, like I do. She will suffer for money, suffer like me. So you see, they program you always. When you want to play, they tell you. When you want to play, they tell you, now is not time to play. No, later. Now do what I tell you. Go do that, go do that, go do that. Always telling you that how you feel. It's actually who you are, how you feel. And they're always commanding you to do what they think is right, when they think is right, how they think is right, against how you feel. And then when you grow up, naturally, you blame yourself for who you are. Always. How you feel. Blame yourself. No, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I have to do right. I have to be good like others. Always mind judging you, blaming you, afraid of you. Always how you feel. You want to do this now. No, it's not right. It's not good. I have to be good like others. You want to wear an Indian clothes like an Indian monk in the middle of New York. I cannot be like it. I have to be right like others. Be like others. Ego always blaming you for who you are, afraid of who you are, of how you feel. Someone get Aladdin pants now. I love them. I love Western clothes, but I'll get Aladdin pants. It's always you have to be right and good like others. You cannot be yourself as you feel yourself to be from the heart. Like how you like my mustache? Now I'm making a nice haircut. You see how beautiful it is, how wonderful it is. I'm gonna put this little finger down. My whiskers, my whiskers, my whiskers, my whiskers. So you see, always that ego blaming you for who you are, afraid of who you are, how you feel, blaming you for how you feel. It's not right. You have to be good and right like others. No, you cannot wear Aladdin pants. Others don't wear. You have to be right and good like others. No, afraid of you. No, you cannot be yourself. You see, it's always that voice behind, always, of that crazy parent commanding, controlling, forcing you, changing you, ruling over you, telling you that how you feel is not right and you have to do as they say, be as they say, when they say, against how you feel. So, ego is actually that voice of parents always telling you how you feel, that it is not good enough. Still screaming at you, no, you're not good enough. You have to be right. And do good like others. You have to do like I say, I command you. No, no, afraid of you, of who you are. Because when you were a child, they traumatized you. Always when you felt to play, when you felt to do something, they told you, no, this is not right. Now is not the right time. This is not time. You have to do what I say when I say. What you feel is not right. So they traumatize you in ego. So you are afraid of how you feel. Afraid to express yourself. Afraid to say, this doesn't feel right to me. Afraid. Is that parent still screaming at you from behind? Screaming at you like a motherfucker. The ego. So that's how ego was created. And first 7 years, children are literally programmed. When you tell them this is wrong, they get programmed. How I feel now is wrong. And they are programmed. How they feel now is wrong. How you feel now is wrong. So literally, naturally, when you grow up, that program becomes blaming you for how you feel, afraid how you feel. Yeah, you see, isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? When you grow up, always blaming you for how you feel. You have to be right and good like others. You have to always blaming you for how you feel. So you go against yourself, judging, analyzing shit. And first 7 years, you program literally. When I tell you, like I said, this is not right, this is not good, you get programmed that what you feel is not right, is not good, and then naturally you blame yourself for how you feel, for who you are, afraid of how you feel, traumatized. For you're literally programmed that what you feel is not right, is not good, and you have to be right and good like others, like they tell you. And that's why you're always blaming yourself, ego later, blaming you for how you feel, afraid of how you feel. And in shocking situations, in shock, you are in shock. Child is in shock. Like literally, I will give you one example. Child is playing on the lawn with a doggy. So happy, feeling so right in the moment, being their self, one with the universe, one with the source. You see. So, but the parents, they have to go to the sea, to vacation. You see. And the mother is all stressed because they are late. There is very heavy traffic, and this drained. It's like traffic jam everywhere, and I need mother things. I need 2 days. We need to get to the sea. Oh shit! And they need to go because so they miss that rush, or they're fucked. But the child is playing with a doggy, and the father really angered the mother, and mother is all stressed, and she knows we have to go. And then she goes all stressed to a little child, and child is playing with a doggy, enjoying in a moment, being pure, innocent, one with the source, pure joy. And mother comes, come, what you doing? What you doing? We have to go. Come on, you're so bad. You're so what you doing? You're destroying everything. Come on, get in the fucking car. Get in the fucking car. Come on, not you also. Come on, I have problems with that man, and now you are there. I need to take care of you, dress you up. Now you're all messed up. Oh shit! Fuck! You're all dirty now. You very bad boy. What you playing now here? Go inside and clean you up. That's trauma. Child is literally traumatized so deeply that it literally gets programmed. How I feel, the best that I feel in the moment now, one in being myself in greatest joy, pure happiness, pure bliss, innocence, playing with a doggy, being myself is wrong, and I'm bad, terrible boy, and I'm destroying their life, I'm destroying everything, I'm making my mother crazy. Child is like, and the program gets deep, and then naturally, all your life. You are afraid of how you feel, afraid to show yourself, play from the heart like I'm playing now, showing your art, your creation, your true self, expressing yourself. Because this means your true self being one with the source, in alignment with yourself, like I am now, always. Like you were when you were playing with a doggy on the lawn. But mother traumatized you and told you you are evil. And you're destroying everything when you're doing that. When you are being in highest consciousness in the moment, now doing what you love in the joy, innocently playing. And then naturally, when you want to express yourself from the heart, be yourself, do what you feel. What feels right. You are afraid of doing it, afraid of mother completely traumatizing you and blaming you for destroying her life, afraid of blaming you for who you are, for how you feel to play in a moment now with the doggy, in greatest joy, in alignment with yourself, in bliss, in heaven and earth, blaming you, blaming you for how you feel. So your ego naturally, all your life blames you when you want to express your truth. It's not good enough. It's not right. It have to be like others. You cannot write this poetry. You cannot express yourself. They will think it's not right. They will judge it. It's not right. You have to be good like others. You cannot wear Aladdin pants. You are not writing good like others. You have to wear trousers. You cannot have mustache and long hair. Don't give a fuck about the fuck. Because it's not right. It's not good. You have to be good, right, like others. You cannot start doing what your heart desires, creating that business, creating that book, starting dancing, because always ego blaming you. You are not good enough. It's wrong. It feels the best to you. True alignment with yourself. But your mother told you that you're destroying her life for playing with a doggy. And now all your life, your ego is your mother screaming at you. You're destroying my life if you want to be yourself. You want to be great master. Yeah. That's how it is, you know. You see, afraid of yourself, of how you feel. You are still afraid when you want to start writing that book, when you want to start working on your purpose, when you want to start expressing yourself, being yourself, saying no to what doesn't feel right to you from others. Your mother screaming at you, destroying my life. And you are afraid of mother traumatizing you for destroying her life when you want to do what is in highest alignment with yourself, your true heart desires, what's the best for you, where you actually find yourself, your greatest master, your greatest self, and everything that's the best for you, your greatest work and greatest life. You're afraid of that, afraid of doing it, afraid of mother telling you you're killing me, destroying my life. If you are in full alignment with yourself. So you see how crazy it is. Your father, mother may be blaming you for how you're playing, what you're doing, and then your ego is blaming you always for who you are. And you're afraid of your mother and father blaming you. And your ego is afraid of you now, of how you feel. You see, this how ego was created by parents in this matrix. And then you see school literally telling you what you have to think, what you have to know, what you have to do, what is right, what is good, commanding you, ruling you to be like they say when they say this is good, this is good, this is not good, this is not right. Really commanding you, programming you, and stepping on boot on how you feel, telling you that how you feel means shit because you have to sit now here for 7 hours and listen to this shit and know what I tell you. And you feel like, oh, you're not playing. And they tell you what to do, how to do, what to believe, what is truth, what is a lie. Program you. And then you blame yourself for how you feel. Your ego is programmed to be right and good, just like others, just like the normal. Insane, huh? Insane completely, huh? Then naturally, you're always judging and analyzing yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll be right and good like others, and you don't want to be different because they told you what to do, how to be, where to go. You can be slave of the matrix. And then pastors and priests, what to believe, who to believe. You are not God. You are a sinner and God blames you for who you are. You are despicable by nature so much, but your nature has no divinity in you because God had to kill his one and only son, and that was only chance to save you. You are so, God loves you so much and you're so beautiful that God had to kill his only son. That's only chance you have. So despicable you are, and there's no divinity in you. Telling you that you are not God, you are a sinner, you have to believe in God, you have to kneel, and then really programming you in guilt. You blame yourself for who you are, you're blaming God to be a sinner, like a little child, telling to pure and innocent little children that are actually pure as Jesus Christ is. And as I am, I'm a child. Although I don't give a fuck about my dirty mouth like children don't. We can fucking shit, we can curse like a motherfucker, and we have pure hearts still. What the fuck is you fucking you, that bitch. I need shaki maki. Shaki madiki. Shaka madiki. I'm my little baby shaka madiki. I have no guilt. It's pure. Yeah, fuck shit. Pure shit. Pure fuck. No judgment, no analysis, no hate, no offense, no opposition, no accusation, no blaming. Only trying to bring that crazy motherfucking mind to consciousness. Blaming little children of pure source for who they are. They blame themselves all their life that they are sinners. They are so despicable that God had to kill his one and only son to save them, and there's no divinity in them. So great you are, God loves you so much that the only son had to die on the cross to save you. It's your sin. What? Being a child. And then naturally you blame yourself, like, and you never know yourself. You're in separation from self, in separation from God, blaming yourself for who you are. Your ego blames you for who you are. Afraid of God, your ego afraid of you. You see? Insane, huh? So you see, when they program you what to do, what to be, what is right, what is good, always blaming you, and what you feel is not right for who you are. You are afraid of who you are, afraid of them, and then you are afraid of showing, expressing yourself, being yourself, saying no to people. You are a separation from yourself, hiding yourself in fear of self, afraid of parents, pastors, teachers to tell you that you're shit if you are as you feel. Crazy, huh? Crazy, 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 crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Also, Mark, this video like completely different. You like seeing completely different madman, huh? More profound and more crazy. Don't say love me. Love is free of suffering and free of the mind, free of attachment, guilt, fear, and all this shit. Oh, you see, that's how they program you in guilt, in blaming yourself for who you are. And you're afraid of them traumatizing you. You're afraid of them blaming you, so you are afraid of showing yourself. You are afraid saying no to people, so you suffer in what doesn't feel right, and what you suffer in, they are doing it to you. You don't say no to them, and you're doing it for them. You have to be right. You have to be good. You have to be right and good like others. If it doesn't feel right to you and they want it from you, how it's what feels right to you is wrong. They command you. You're bad. You're a bad boy, destroying the lives of others. If you are sincere to how you feel. You see, I'm saying, huh? And then you do. You suffer. You cannot say no to people. You are putting up with what doesn't feel right to you because your ego blaming you for who you are. And you're afraid of yourself, afraid of you getting traumatized by those in the matrix, parents, teachers, pastors. And then you don't say no to them and you suffer. They're doing it to you what doesn't feel right to you. You blame yourself for how you feel, afraid of yourself, afraid of these motherfuckers in the matrix. And you do what they command you and program you is right. You have to be good enough. You have to put up with what people do in your energy. It doesn't feel right. You have to suffer in what doesn't feel right. It's blame you for how you feel. And you have to do what is right. Like they want you to give them entire day and do for them what I want you to do for them. But you suffer in it. It is the worst thing. I feel drained. You don't want to do it. Whatever they want from you. They want you to clean their entire house or something. Or they want you to guide them spiritually. And your ego blaming you, you're not good enough, you're bad, bad. Because if you say no to them, it feels no to you. It's not your work. That's why it feels like no, this is not what I want in my life. This is not what I'm here to do. Like, I'm not here to personally guide you and teach you and answer questions. Although I'm a spiritual master, I'm here to give you the word that I am, and you get an answer within you in your being. You follow your heart as you feel. Like in my case, your ego could blame you. Oh, they won't help. I am free of their suffering. They are suffering. I have to help them because they won't help. And they're suffering. I'm bad and I'm not good enough if I don't. It's still, your ego blaming you for who you are. Your parents, teachers, pastors blaming you for how you feel this is not my work. Source telling you this is not what you are here to do. Say no. There is somebody else outside, some angel who will do it in greatest joy, like Purna is now giving you the word that I am. It's not your work, you see. But still, your parents, teachers, pastors blaming you that you have to be good and do right like others, blaming you for how you feel, for what doesn't feel right to you, blaming you for who you are. You have to be good, you have to be right, you have to be good, you have to do for them what I want and suffer for them and be good. It's bad to say no to them. And actually, you feel it is not right for you because it's not your work, it's work for another, work of another, work of somebody who feels the right to do it in greatest joy from the heart, like I'm giving you the word that I am now. It's for them, you know, not for you. But your parents, teachers, pastors blaming you that you are bad and you have to be good and do right, and you suffer in separation from self for others. To save others from their suffering, you are suffering. And then you are giving them suffering. What else? Your ego blaming you for who you are and afraid of being traumatized by teachers, parents, pastors. And you have to be good and do right. And you have to suffer for others. I don't do that. I don't do messenger. I don't like comments. The mind always wants something. But I do great work. I give you my word. And as you see, it was so deep, spiritual, psychological lecture. You can get all the answers within. The answers revealed from you. Being you, save yourself from your ego, blaming you for who you are, judging you for who you are, afraid of you, because you are afraid of your parents, teachers, pastors, and they are still blaming you and judging you for who you are, screaming at you. That how you feel is not right and not good, and you have to be good and right like others. You see, I do great work, but you have to do it yourself. Bring your unconscious to consciousness. Save yourself from guilt, fear, judgment, your ego, sexually, your parents, teachers, pastors screaming at you that you are not good enough, that you have to do right and be good like others, and blaming you for who you are. So I give you my word just for that. I told you how ego was created so you can bring it to consciousness and stop listening to that screaming of your parents, teachers, pastors blaming you for who you are, judging you for who you are, telling you what to do, what to be, what is right, what is good, blaming you, judging you for who you are, for how you feel, so you're afraid of yourself, afraid of them screaming at you. So you might be yourself as you feel now from the heart. And you do what your heart desires, what feels right now, and you say no to what doesn't feel right now. Free of guilt, free of fear of yourself, free of blaming yourself. And you do what you love, and you find your greatest mastery, your greatest self. You're free of fear and guilt. You're doing what you love from the heart. You become your greatest master, and you master your craft, what you love in doing, like in giving you my word that I became a Zen master. In practice, you master your craft, you become your master of your craft, and you become master of your craft, then only everything great and everything what is the greatest and highest in your life, in your true self, because you're in alignment with yourself, doing what you love in your greatest mastery, you mastered it, can only come to you as a result of you being yourself, doing what you love in alignment with yourself. You see, you see, you see. And what feels not right is always telling you you will suffer in separation from self and ego, blaming you for who you are. You see how beautiful it is, huh? Can you feel it? And then You're free of fear, free of guilt, free of ego judging you and analyzing you, blaming you. You can find everything because you are in alignment with yourself. You know, doing what you love, you find your greatest mastery. You master yourself. And in alignment with yourself, what feels right, in your true alignment with yourself, in your greatest mastery on that path, there is everything highest possible in yourself and in your life, in your work, in heaven on earth. Oh, life, best life, your greatest mission, your greatest work, your sole purpose, and your greatest life that comes with it. Everything was the best and highest for you. Your greatest self. You see, because it's in true alignment with yourself, with what feels right to you, and you find your true self there in a moment, and then you master your true mastery, and out of your true mastery, being a master, you can only do the greatest thing in this world, the greatest work, your sole purpose, and have greatest life. Karma is going against yourself out of guilt, fear, attachments, control, resistment, judgment, analysis, going against yourself, blaming yourself for who you are, afraid of yourself, so you do what doesn't feel right. And you create so much karma. But destiny is when you do what you feel with no guilt, no fear, and you say no to what doesn't feel right to you always. You're free of guilt, free of fear, free of that karma going against yourself, blaming yourself from who you are, judging you for who you are, afraid of you, free of that ego, free of karma that it creates. And you are in your destiny and you follow your highest destiny. I am a great Zen master. I give you my word, I'm one of the greatest masters in this world today. And I give you my word, there are more of us greatest masters than those who are famous. More of us are hidden like I am, because true masters, we love peace. And we know we can help only sincere seekers of enlightenment. It is better to help 3 souls to save themselves than have 3 million of idiots who don't know what they're doing. And you can take these 3 souls to the depth of their soul, to their true being. And if one soul saves themselves by the word that I am, my word is done. I've done the greatest work in this world. And out of being such great master now that I am, and one of the greatest masters I am, I'm watching famous masters. I know they could learn from me. Even Mr. Sadhguru, who I should mention the name, but I will not say anything else I know about him. Just to give you a hint, he was in Davos with all these economic people that are behind the lockdown. Conspiracy, Corona, conspiracy against humanity. Okay, I said nothing. Okay, I didn't judge you, man. I just gave you one info. So yes, out of this greatest mastery that I am now, knowing that I'm one of the greatest masters, and knowing that there are many of us hidden, and I can only do greatest thing in this world and have greatest life. To give the word that I am to entire world so they can save themselves, heal themselves, save themselves from their ego blaming them for who they are, judging them for who they are, from fear of teachers, parents, pastors blaming them, traumatizing them. And you can also be yourself, your true self. I am a master now, and out of being a master now, only my greatest life and greatest work can come. I give you my word. I'm a master great as Alan Watts. Actually, I continue. If you notice, my articles and my videos very similar to Alan Watts. He's one with my grandfather. My grandfather was same, and he looked the same, and he was wise. Maybe not so deep spiritual, not enlightened, but he was wise master. Not maybe enlightened master as I am, but wise master. As you see, I'm continuing going deeper where Alan Watts left. I'm going there deeper, explaining deeper. So I know I'm here for something great. And I don't know what it is. I know it's only that I give you my word and the answer is within you. And if I give my word to 1 or 3 million, you should not say anything. I don't know. I just give you my word. And out of giving you my word, all what word that I am can bring me is to bring me. I give you my word just for that. So you can save yourself from your ego program. Your parents, teachers, pastors screaming and you blaming you. You are afraid of them. Your ego blaming you for who you are, afraid of you. And if you feel like you want to offer a donation, do know that I'm so grateful. And I am so grateful. So grateful I am. Like a little child, and I'm blessing you like a master that I am. Maybe you receive more blessing than you could ever give. But I'm grateful for every single donation, like a child. And I have a special gift because I don't chat. I don't do comments. I don't have time. But even if I had time, it's the worst thing I could do. So I not do it. Feels not right. I do something for you. It's not something you buy. You give donation to my masterclass for the answer, for the guidance you maybe receive, for some help. You know, in giving you receive my blessings, blessing of a master. You don't bless me when you give donation. You don't give charity. This is masterclass. You're giving donation to a masterclass to his work. Different than maybe you receive blessings. But you have my word that I have special gifts for everyone who ever offers me a donation. I want to give you my best energy. I will not chat with you. I'll not deal with comments and guide you and take you by hand like this. But I want to do something what I love to do. And I see in PayPal your email address, and it's enough for me to clairsentiently connect with your being and do quantum white light source healing on you. You don't tell me anything, I don't tell you anything. It's a gift. For your gift, you have my word that I do it. And I'm so clairsentient, don't worry. Your email address, it's enough and all I need to do it. And my word, I keep it. I'ma do it. And quantum white light source healing beyond time and space, you don't need appointment, you don't need to stand still. You have my word that I'm to do it in 1, 2, maximum 3 days after donation. But always one first day or second day, usually second day in the morning. Usually. Mostly. Always. And we say day 3 also, so if I that I don't lie. And you don't tell me anything. Because for me to perform best healing on you, I have to focus on you being free of all afflictions. In this way, I do the best healing on you, and you utilize my healing energy the best that you can. As much as you work on yourself, my healing works on you. I cannot save you, I cannot heal you. I only do the best healing on you. If you are always blaming yourself, afraid of yourself, your parents still blaming you, you are still afraid of them. Your ego blaming you, you're afraid of yourself. Your ego afraid of you. No one can heal you, no one can save you. But if you can bring it to consciousness, you understand that guilt, that fear, that judgment analysis, always judging you, blaming you, afraid of you, is your parents, teachers screaming at you that you are not good enough. And you have to be right and do good and be like others, like they command you and tell you right. Then you save yourself. You heal yourself. My healing works on you as much as you heal yourself. As much as you work on yourself. You heal yourself, you save yourself. But I give you my word for every healing. I do donation on you. I give you my word. Where I am from the heart. Crazy poor. Poor namaste.